Now, as the countdown to party nominations continues, Prime Minister Raila Odinga's sister, who's gunning for the Kisumu gubernatorial seat, now says it's within her right as a Kenyan to vie for any seat in the country. Ruth says that she has been constantly warding off delegations that have been asking her to shelve her ambitions owing to her brother's presidential bid and her elder brother's gubernatorial quest in Siaya. Here is part of that interview with James Mata, head, of course, of the party primaries.
You've said that there are people who are being, said they've come and they've been endorsed by the Prime Minister, that they've left certain jobs so that they can be given these jobs. Do you have the blessings of the Prime Minister?
I did not come from being pushed down. I actually have gone through all the processes that the party has gone through. And I will tell you one thing, James, is that I have used quite a huge amount of my own money, which I think openly everybody will know, because we have not been supported by any of my brothers in my bid. I have actually come out as Ruth, and I've been looking because I have gone to the people. And I think that if I was to be given this thing for free, I don't think I'd be wasting my time going from one end of Nyakach to the other end of Seme and I think that amongst all the governors that are actually vying, and I'll not be afraid to say this, I have actually really gone round asking for votes, and I'm known to be what they call the door-to-door. It's called duongo, duongo, duongo. Mine is called the door-to-door lady who knocks your door and asks you to please vote for them. I believe that I feel that I'm the one who's actually victimized, because it's like I'm being put to test to go a mile further, trying to prove that I'm actually not being handed down to the governorship. Secondly, there are people who have come out and they have been coming down and saying that, hey, I'm coming from this position, and it's like I was told to retire, and I've got the blessing of the Prime Minister. I've got the blessing of that these men who have been there, and I'm not afraid to say so, and they've come down saying that they wanted that. And me, I've been one of them who says, my friend, come to the ground, ask the people for your votes, come out and talk about what you can do, and let the people decide. We do not want people who are handed over to us from above, because they come with that. Secondly, they're even coming right now to me and telling me, Ruth, we want you to step down. I think that's intimidation, because why should I step down for anybody? We are in the race together. The people of Kisumu are saying, hey, Ruth, you're here, we want you to tell us, and I tell them, you also tell. Why can't we go to the ballot?
Supposing you don't win those nominations, what will you do?
I want to go to the ballots. I'm not that old to say that once I go, it's like the end of my career. I am a fighter. I believe that I'm going out on this fairly, and if I don't win it, that's not the end of it. To me, I would have gained a lot, because I'd have gone and dared where, the women have not come out so much to vie. And for me as a woman, having gone out and vied in a position that many people are wondering how we would have dared, I would like to go to the ballot, and if I don't win, I will try again, maybe for a higher one next time.
You have a big family, obviously, and just the other day, one of your half-brothers showed up in or competition, the competing side, and said not very good things about your family, and what said about the Prime Minister is not taking care of the mother, who's not being shocked, being close, and things like this. How do you handle such issues in public? How do you, as a family, get to make sure that these issues are handled correctly?
Well, I wouldn't want to really know, because the brother that you're talking about is a big individual. Actually, he's not a child. It's only when people are still children that you can say you will handle them in whatever way you want. But you're talking about a person who is politically, actually, is somebody who is politically elected. He's an elected councillor within the Kisumu county. Yeah? And he is a politician, he's a councillor, elected, not nominated by the people of Kisumu. In fact, one of the richest wards, that's Milimani. That's where he is a councillor. Now, if he comes out and his own opinion and he feels that way, the only thing I wonder is that, as a councillor, why would you want anybody to look after your mother? To me, that was the only part that I felt that he did not depict him as a mature person, and that maybe somebody was actually behind his incitements and was trying to bring in some negative whatever. Because even right now, I would not tell you, James, that I am going, my brother, I should go to my brother to say that my brother is not feeding me. Why would he be feeding me at this particular moment? Yeah? And even when by the time my father passed away, he was already a grown-up. Yeah, who had already finished school and was already looking into his career. So you cannot go and start blaming, and especially when it's not true, because all my mothers are well taken care of. I live in Kisumu, and I'm the one who actually also, is there, and I know I'm in charge. There's nothing like that. So I don't know, but somebody already who is elected, and people have got enough faith in you to elect you as their councillor, I don't think coming out and making such statements, I would look at it as not having some political connotation or background, or somebody using him for their political needs. I don't think. So in as much as I dismissed it, and I think the whole of Kenya has more or less dismissed it. I've not seen anybody take it that serious. Because, the reality on the ground does not augur with what he says, because the mother lives in one of the biggest, the family mansion, that is the Mzee's home, what we call Kisumu State House. That's where she's living. She's living comfortable, so I don't know what he means.